Welcome to our audience, and this is Marcus Boston.
I'm Cecil W. Adams.
And we want to thank you for listening to another episode of the Audience. And you can find me at Marcus Boston 314.
You can find me at Cecil W. Adams on all platforms.
You can pick up your merch, Sulardian merch, from buyjack.com/the
You can also go down and support Colorado Bob's Ship of Fools at 3457 Morgan Ford Road.
We would like to thank you and ask you to like, share, comment, and have your friend listen to the Audience. And we would like you to enjoy the show.
Peace.
We act like this a studio, this really just a trap.
So when I have like a rough day, or if I see like a lot of negativity in the news where it's like the whole world feels like it's crumbling down, I'm going to work my ass off to build it back up. Because this is, like, I get that this is my life, but this is also my world. So if I can make you smile and raise money for a good cause, that's like double fold. And hopefully it comes back around, because I believe that life is circular. So if I'm putting out good, like, good is going to come back to me.
Yeah.
So if someone does me wrong, that's on them. Like, I'm not going to work with that person again.
Right.
But I'm also not going to be vindictive. There was a point in my life where I was vindictive, and I could fuck people up, because I know people on both sides of the law. I know how things work. Yeah. I know firearms and firearm-related accessories. But no, I knew how to, like, think about what I do with my words every day. Like, I know how to build people up.
Words matter, man.
Yeah, but I also know how to cut people the fuck down.
Words matter, man.
Yeah. Yeah, no, at one point, like, I honestly think that, like, I could have gone further with a person, and I know, like, you can read the news, there's people that, like, his girlfriend made him suicidal, his best friend made him suicidal, her friends made her suicidal. Like, we do impact each other, and I don't ever want to be a negative influence on someone like that. Like, I want to build people up, because I want people to build me up, because I didn't have people to build me up, so I know what it feels like to be alone, so I don't want to let anyone else be alone out there. Like, if I see someone sitting by themselves, it's not unheard of for me to, like, go fucking sit with them and be like, hey man, what's going on?
Yeah.
Or just be like, hey friend. Like,
love it.
Yeah.
Love it. And that's what we talk about all the time. We try as a tribe to just give love without expectation.
Yeah.
And, you know, if I give somebody love and then they don't return it, it's okay.
That's on them.
That's on them.
That's not on you. That's on them.
But I don't expect anything from them. So when I do get something back from them,
yeah,
it's a fucking bonus. And it makes me the happiest person.
And the thing is, I think, too, like, if you give someone love, they don't know how to accept it all the time, but they'll be nicer to the next person. Yes. And again, it's a circular place. So if you're getting gas and you're nice to the cashier and you don't know what happened before you got in there, but let's say that you're just very kind to the gas station cashier and you have a conversation with her. You don't know that the people before her, if they were mean or if they weren't mean, and you don't know what the people behind you were. So she may have someone come in after you that needs kindness shown to them. And so because you showed her kindness, she's going to show the next person kindness. Yes. So I do believe, again, life is circular, that eventually it will come back to you. Or worst place, we make a ton of people happy, and we surround ourselves in happiness.
That's how I live my day every day. Yeah. You know? It's just like dealing with reps in the bar. You know, the people, oh man,
alcohol reps.
Yeah, the liquor reps, like
liquor reps.
So there's some people that just treat them like fucking slaves. Like I'm your customer, blah blah blah. You're supposed to do this, blah, 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 and just going off on them. And I'm just like, make their life the easiest I can, because they make my life easy. You know, this is the product I need. May I please order it? You know, and then
show kindness to get kindness.
Yeah. But then when it comes to whatever, some kind of, like, if I need something, like, hey man, I have no other choice. I really need this. Is there any way I can get this tomorrow? 100% of the time, they're like, hey man, no problem.
Yeah. But they'll do what they can.
Yeah, exactly. But when, and if they can't, no big deal. It was on me because I didn't do what I need to do, or I missed this thing.
Accountability.
Yeah. But then when, these other guys are just berating them, or not even guys, but bar owners are berating them, and like, motherfucker, blah, 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 I demand this. Like, I don't ever ask for shit.
Yeah.
But it's funny, because you listen to any rep, the people that ask for the most shit, like the free shit,
spend the least.
Yeah. It's never the people that spend the most. They never ask for shit. It's always the people that spend the least. And it's so funny, because they think they're a big fish when they ain't shit.
Yeah.
Perfect example is the place I worked at before
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So
I know where you worked at before.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So, have you read any good books lately?
I have. Way to change the subject. High five. High five. I just realized this entire time, since we're changing the subject, I've had this microphone blocking your camera this entire time.
You're fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
We have.
Oh, sweet baby, you were just fine.
You're just fine.
Hey there. Oh, yeah.
Sweet baby.
Oh, yeah. It's that time again. I don't know what's happening right now. A lot of stuff that's happening. I'm just... I hope you cannot see under this table. Oh, thank God.
No one's seeing your box on this under the table. You
I normally at least wear... So for those of you listening, I have not worn pants in 6 years. I solely wear dresses, even on a motorcycle. People behind me just want fish tacos and have no idea why. But no, I just don't. It's a dirty vagina joke.
Loved it.
Yeah.
I got it.
Marcus is still thinking about it.
I understand fish tacos. I never had a vagina that smelled like fish before, though.
Oh,
I've
buddy.
never had a
buddy.
Is that a
my
bad
God.
thing on my part?
Maybe you just haven't seen enough box, or you have a bad nose. Either way. I've been around some bitches that have fishy boxes.
I've never had a bad box.
It's because you've only had one box. You've had one
I've
box.
had times in the line for groceries when I'm checking out where I could smell bad box coming from the person in front of me.
Yeah.
Not great.
What number you think I'm at? If you had to count my body, throw a number. No, just ask.
Number
I won't
doesn't
ask
matter.
you think.
Here's the thing.
I
Here's
know
why.
75.
I'm not that high. Wish I was.
Here's the thing.
How'd it
You
get wrong,
don't.
though?
It doesn't. Numbers don't matter. You shouldn't be talking about them on air because what if you're scaring off some girl
I'm not worried about
that's
it.
going to be like based on numbers? I
I
don't
need
want to.
her. If she's based on numbers, I don't want her anyway.
But she is like a. All
I don't give a
right.
fuck.
Here's my thing.
You love me, but you don't.
If somebody is caught up on numbers or they're caught up on fucking just whatever the fuck it is, they're caught up on the bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you
Shame
just
it.
don't talk about it though. I think
I
it's
do.
something
I
like
have-
I don't know how many.
What?
I mean,
Why? Why you?
Because I find it interesting. I don't hold it against her.
How
I
many
find
people-
it-
Then
Hang
I
on,
don't, it doesn't bother me. I just find it funny.
yeah,
Okay.
but
I
you
find it interesting.
still you still
Hey,
I'm
cut
not
it
worried
out.
about it.
How
Cut
many
it.
people do you think by looking at me? How many people do you think what's my number?
150.
Oh my God!
Shit,
I'm
bust down,
joking.
Tatiana, bust
I'm
down.
joking.
Mm.
I'm joking.
Okay,
I'm joking.
wait, Marcus.
Is
What
150
age?
a lot?
Yeah, that's
That's a lot of dicks.
That's so
I'm
many
joking.
dicks.
I'm joking.
Marcus, how old were you when you lost your virginity?
I was 21.
How old were you when you lost your virginity, Cecil?
15.
15.
How are you, Amber?
I was 18. It was Christmas morning.
Mine was on a snow day.
Was the girl older or younger?
Same age.
Okay.
Mine's were
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
You don't want to talk about it? Yeah, 15. You probably just went off like a hot cock rocket. You were just like...
I didn't know what I was doing. It was just like,
I was 18 and didn't know what I was doing, so...
Right. I'm 29. I'm 29. I'm 39 and still don't know what I'm doing. I'm 39
I
still.
hope you know what you're doing at this point.
No.
I had to get
Shove it in there and see what happens.
my biggest thing was when I got a car. That's when I really had some very bond numbers. I probably had a year. I had like 3-4 years. I was probably knocking down.
Mine was when I got
7,
contacts.
I don't know what Barry Bond numbers mean. Is that a good...
Oh,
So what's the question?
What did Barry Bond's number mean?
I was doing like in a year in my position. I was probably had like 7-8 new bodies in a year. That was how I think. I had some numbers in my
So like a new body a month.
just about.
Yeah.
I was doing well, but I wasn't trying. I was just. It was like I had dreads. I had like teeth.
Do you have a picture of you with dreads? I just want to see
long
it.
dreads? Yeah, I got some in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to see that.
I've had
I'm just curious because I can't.
I was really
I
black
cannot
back then.
Picture you with dreads.
I had long, like T-Pain dreads with the blonde tips. I was out here. I had like the Oakley glasses. I was popping.
And you look
I
like
didn't have a
such
car. This was the funny thing. Before I went to school, before I went to get educated and all blah blah blah, I had no car. I had an apartment.
How's that degree working out for you? How's that degree working out for you?
I mean, we're here.
What you
We're
got
here
a degree
now.
in?
I read well.
What you got a degree in?
I pronunciate very well.
What do you have a degree in?
Health relations and communications.
I feel like she's turned this where she's directing this podcast right now.
I am. I take charge of everything. No, I legitimately. I railroad people. Ask anyone. The Illinois State Police. I just did a little PSA with the Illinois State Police, and they were warned. These guys were. These are macho men, and they were warned coming into me that I railroad. Oh, it got dirty there. I didn't mean for that to be as bad as it was.
What time was that? I gotta use that. No. That's a clip like a motherfucker.
No, don't use that. They'll never use me again. Well, no, they will never use me.
So once again, hour 13.
No, they will never let me have fun with them again. But these guys...
They don't want to come into you anymore.
These guys were warned coming in that I railroad people, and before you know it, you're doing something that is the most embarrassing thing in your life. And so I thought it was so funny that he looked at me and he said that. He said, I have been warned that you railroad people, and you will get me to do things that I don't want to do. And he's like, I am prepared. And by the end of it, he goes, wait a minute, it happened.
Why are my pants on my knees? That didn't come
no, it was not
sexual.
You cannot
Jesus.
Take it there, or you have to.
He was probably doing a handstand and
no. So, for example,
singing My Little Pony.
So, can you bleep out who I work with, and I'll tell you what happened?
I wish you would not do that because that's how it worked for me. Oh. Just don't tell me the name right now. Just say.
But I already said the name.
When? Don't say it again.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't tell the story then. I can't tell the story.
Okay, we'll tell it off air.
God damn it.
We'll tell it off air.
I gotta find the... Wait. I think I might... Wait.
It's right before she came in. Before she got come in.
I don't remember what she said then.
Okay, fine.
No, certain pose came into her.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So if you put that on the air, they'll never let me have any... But anyway, so listen. So they were warned, these guys that work with very bad people and very manipulative people were warned coming in that I am the type of person who just railroads people, and I don't even realize I'm doing it. And he literally stopped mid, like, the embarrassing thing he was doing, and is like, wait a minute, I was railroaded. And I just started laughing. I said, I didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm with it.
Yeah.
So, what books have you read lately?
Currently I am reading The Fifth Law by 50 Cent and Peter Green.
Ooh.
Very, very
I haven't heard of it.
It's a very good one.
50 Cent.
Peter Green, I think I'm lying. I think his name is something else Green.
I don't think you're right either. I know what book you're talking about. I don't think it's Peter.
I know that, like, having a green Peter is not good.
It's not Peter Green. I have all his books, which is the bad part. I know better. It's not Peter Green. It's God damn it, somebody.
God damn it, somebody.
God damn it, somebody. So I'm reading Conscious Capitalism.
Okay. Reading
The Fifth Law with Peter Green and 50 Cent. And then there is...
it is Peter Green.
Is it really Peter Green?
I don't know. You're the one that just said it.
Are you looking it up, Cecil?
No.
Hold on, man. I'm gonna be so... It's Wiki. The internet's back on. His name is Robert Greene. God damn it, Robert Greene.
Oh, you talking about Bob Greene? I know.
Oh, Bob Greene.
I smell Papa Bob Greene.
So I'm reading that The Fifth Law with 50 Cent. Robert Greene was really good. What's really good about it, like I think the collaboration between 50 Cent and Robert Greene, based on his previous books, being Robert Greene, like 40 Laws of Power.
Okay.
All that shit. Like he takes 50 Cent's story, his life, and put it into a context is very relatable. But I mean, historically, his books has been Robert Greene has taken like historical stories and put them into a applicable conversation, so you can put in your life. I think it's really dope. So, Conscious Capitalism, Fifth Law, the 50th Law.
The 50th or the 5th?
50th Law, because he had 48 laws. I don't know.
Oh,
gotcha. Like, where's 49? Like, we just gonna skip 40. Okay, cool. I'm not gonna say nothing.
Right.
I'm reading those two. I have two more that I got, but I can't remember right now. But here.
So I'm on.
Hold on, I got.
He brought him with him.
We got 50th Law.
It looks like a Bible.
That does.
It's very well done. I might buy this. I'm gonna buy this book because it's very well. It's a beautiful.
You're still going to the library. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, you said library correctly.
It's a beautiful book.
Very happy with you.
The Power of Focus.
Oh, it's written like the fucking Bible.
It's beautiful. That's a beautiful
and it's
book.
Gold.
Yeah.
Are you live on Facebook over there?
No. I don't know what we get. The Power of Focus.
If you want
the
your
Hustler's
phone, it's the
Empire.
wrong way.
I'm an Audible guy, but like, yeah.
So I have The Power of Focus, which is another book.
That's a good one. No, I've already read it.
Okay, I bet you have. Contagious, Why Things Catch On. I got to figure out and make this shit catch fire.
That's how viral stuff.
Yeah.
It's
so
about
it's
popularity.
Really
and funny story. I'm about to talk about stuff catching on fire.
Catching on fire.
So that's awesome, man.
Those are the ones I have in my bag anyway.
Right. So I'm on. I just
all the time reading that you weren't helping Cecil at the Colorado Bobs.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I'm on. I finished. It was very easy to read. Anybody listening to this, the 9 to 18 people that are 15 people that are going to listen to this. I'm on. I read Who Moved My Cheese.
That's a good one. That's been around for
a long time. It was great. And then I just reread Word of Mouth Marketing. Or not read, but I don't think I've heard of that. It's all about word of mouth. The best way to get word of mouth marketing out.
Oh, good.
But the one that my next book I'm going to pick up on. Well, it's Monday now. Tomorrow is Breaking Through the Noise, and it's basically. I'll tell you the guy's name in 1 second. He was just on Aubrey Marcus's. You know who Aubrey Marcus is?
No, I don't.
He owns On It Fitness.
It's probably why I don't know him. Anything fitness related. But if he was a foodie, I would. We're both wearing Chucks. Mine are wet. Yours aren't.
Yeah.
Mine are very wet. It was pouring in Illinois.
Right. So Breaking Through the Noise is the one I was just talking about, Marcus. That you should pick up.
I'm gonna throw it.
Yeah, you good. No, it's Breaking Through the Noise. It was the guy. He was just on Aubrey Marcus' podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get you the name in 1 second.
Get you the name in 1 second. Daddy, SL.
Tim Staples.
Oh, okay.
It was. I've listened to that podcast 4 times now.
Okay, I need to catch up on my Aubrey Marcus.
Oh, dude, it's so good because he talks about the connections in order to make. He's made the front page of YouTube for his videos 35 times. It's a 1 in 2 million chance to get on the front page of YouTube.
That's awesome.
He made 35?
35 times.
God damn.
So, yeah, we definitely... Yeah, I'm buying his book. It's called Breaking Through the Noise, but because it talks about making the emotional connection and the different emotions that he uses in all of his videos in order to make that...
make the connection.
It's the best process podcast I've ever listened to.
Did you fix my cup? Mm-hmm. Not to be rude. And other books I have is Persistence. Bring Your Boldest Self to Your Biggest Challenges is another book I have. 50 Thought, Power, Focus, Conscious Capitalism, and Contagious is the 5 books.
Conscious Capitalism.
Yeah, so liberating the heroic spirit of business. Like, because I think for us, I want our business going forward to be conscious capitalism. Yeah. As much as we believe in making money and making, using that tool to reach people, I don't ever want us to lose our consciousness on what we're doing and why.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
100%.
I just wanted to have a more introspective understanding of what that means, and the Whole Foods guys in there, and like I really need to get into the book, but I think it's a good book to have. And what's funny, I walked in to get the book. I actually walked in to get Conscious Capitalism. So I ordered it, and I forgot I ordered it because it takes a while for the library to get it there. Yeah. And I walked into the Power of Focus, the 50th Law of Persistence. I was going to use the restroom, and I walked past the section. I had the books of that's in self-help, but they had that section. You saw how beautiful the 50th Law book was. Ooh,
yeah, it's gorgeous. This? You can't not look at that.
Yeah, it was showcased, and I made it a purpose to check it out of the library. And then I saw that one. I saw another one. I saw another. So I take all 4 of these. But I went in for one. Walked out with 5 books.
That's awesome.
I'll see you in a month.
Do you guys remember Accelerated Reader in school?
It's before my time.
No, it wasn't.
After my time.
No.
Accelerated Reader? No.
Was that like the pizza parties? The Pizza Hut?
Yeah. So
that's the Book It Club.
Yeah, that's. Oh, you're right. So with Accelerated Reader, you could get pizza parties too, but like you got points. So like the Call of the Wild would be like 4 points, and you read the book, and then you take a 10 to 20 question test on the book, and then you got so many points for it. An average kid would get like 200 points. Like that was their goal, was 200 points. I broke all of my school records, and I was over 1,000. I think I was like, I loved reading, and I still do love reading, but not as much as I did back then. Like I just enjoy it. Like I remember having books that I got in trouble for having because they're like, where did you get this? And I was like, it was in our library. And they're like, no, it wasn't. And I'm like, I promise you it was. I don't have a car. Like I'm 13. Like, so yeah, I love reading.
I do like, as much as I love with the iPad and Audibles, there's something about having, like when I get my spot, I can really build it to my specifications. I want a huge fucking library. So
I don't, because that attracts bugs and the weight of the paper and the flammability. Like I used to love like libraries and stuff like that. Like I wanted one in my office, but then I realized like the amount of bugs and upkeep, and you have to keep it a certain humidity. Like I don't want to be. Listen though, if you get a great book collection, like you get like first editions or something like that, you are responsible for keeping them in good condition. They need to be at a certain humidity level. They need to be a certain temperature, or like it deconstructs the paper and the binding and stuff like that. And I don't want to be responsible for that. And I also believe in supporting our public libraries.
I mean, I never said I wasn't allowed to support them, but
if you have your own library, you don't need to go to the public library.
I want to support I want to give lots of money to libraries because they're very important.
Yeah, so I plan on doing that too.
I want I want people to walk in my house and say, "How big's your TV?" No. How big's my library?
I did not have a TV until about 1.5 years ago.
Okay, well, I did, but I don't watch much of it.
Yeah, I turn it on for noise. I'm a huge
documentary person. Like documentaries, I love them. I go down a dark hole with documentaries. I love information. So not necessarily everything is filtered, but I like to give me information, and I can figure out where the bullshit's at.
Is that like why you can't ask out the girl that you like?
Why are we talking about that?
So
why are we here?
No, it's happening.
That's happening. We were the very high level.
Happening. You're watching all
do you feel like you're not educated enough on her to ask her out?
No.
Do you feel like you have read into her too much?
Her favorite podcast is Jay Shetty. He doesn't feel enlightened, I don't think.
Do you feel like she's not going to live up to your expectations, and so you don't want to actually ask her out because she's a perfect person on her pedestal, and you don't want to knock her off the pedestal?
He's definitely putting the pussy on the pedestal.
Yeah. Do you feel like...
We're working through this. This is happening.
Yeah,
This is happening.
I'm the best person to talk about this with.
Yes.
So
I don't feel I deserve nothing that high yet.
Oh,
so you
lack
self-confidence. Yeah.
That's the short version
How
of
far
the
have
story.
Oh my God.
I came along very much way, but I can keep giving myself
very much way or very long way.
So what makes you feel like?
No, you're not gonna let this off. I'm not.
So
we're not dropping it.
What makes you feel like you're not good enough for her?
This podcast. I don't think you guys to go.
No.
Listen, what makes you feel like you're not good enough for her?
I don't feel I have all the things
that you want to offer.
Yeah. I don't feel I have a tangible thing. But even though I know it doesn't matter, I know it's not what makes me who I am. I want to have certain physical things.
Like what?
In order.
What do you want?
I guarantee you, she does not give a fuck about that.
I believe in, as a man, you have 3 things: you have to profess, protect, and provide. So profess my love, protect her, and provide for her. I don't feel I have the ability to provide the way I want to. And I don't have the ability to profess how I want to. I can't provide. So
but I think that a woman that starts with you, that starts with you on the bottom deserves you at the top. It's a woman who gets you at the top who doesn't know what it was like before. That bitch does not deserve you. So you got to start with someone when they're at their lowest. Like then you know that it's real. Otherwise, if you're comfortable and you're living your life ready and you have no needs or wants that are being unmet, then she doesn't know the real Marcus. But if she knows you from the get-go and she knows your struggles, then not only does she deserve you, you deserve her because you work through it together. That's how you grow and build yourself as a couple.
Right. Do you not think that you manifested that into your life, though? All your hard work has manifested you meeting her. It's a manifestation. You've manifested by your hard work. And whether it is a carrot dangled out in front of you, or it's the person you're supposed to be with.
Like, shoot your shot, bro.
You sound like him now.
Ma'am.
Well,
Ma'am.
No, but seriously, the thing is, like,
shoot your shot.
what are
like,
you gonna
dude,
do?
Even if it's rejection,
Yeah.
you still learn from it.
And here's the thing: you don't know, like.
Stop making.
That was a weird fucking noise.
That was fucking
Don't
weird.
ever make that again. But what's going to happen
See
in
what you
6
learned
months
right
when you feel like you finally have your shit together, and maybe you ask her out and she feels like she doesn't have her shit together because you're too intimidating at that point? Or let's just say, like, 6 months she finds someone else, then you've lost your chance to shoot your shot. So the thing is, let her work through life with you. Don't just be like, hey, this is the best version of me. Like, show her all the versions.
If you show, I guarantee you that if you show a person that you're interested in how you're growing, and you don't have to show it, they see it through your actions. Your actions are way more than what you think you're doing. Your actions, the way you've came through this in the last, we're coming up on a year now, bro.
Wait. Hot biscuit buttered buttholes. You have known this woman for 1 year and you've not...
No. What I'm saying is where he was
a year ago.
Yeah.
How long have you known this woman?
We
5 days.
5 days, and she's the perfect woman.
I mean, I want.
Men are so simple.
I'm not saying
Men
that,
are
but like
so
I
simple.
find her very amazing, and I respect her. Her energy, her intellect.
But you know her from 5 days. Like, is this real? 5 days for real?
I've known her 3 years. Right. He's known her 5 days.
So you've known her 5 days and have managed to put her on a pedestal. So she still could fall very quickly.
Well, it's not
that pedestal is not solid.
What she is in my impression of her in that time is like, you know, it's like the what's that Freudian type of Freudian law? Like you try to find the version of.
So here's the thing.
But for me, the kind of woman I need to have in my corner is a woman that is unapologetic.
He gets tongue-tied around her.
Well, he's saying around her right now.
Unapologetically herself. I need a woman that's so confident and strong in herself. I need that because I'll run through a bitch that can't hold her shit.
As a relationship coach and as just a personal coach, what I'm going to tell you is the longer you let her live in this mythological place in your mind, you're building her up. So then she has nowhere to go but down because you don't actually get to know her. You don't get like her actual story. You're building up to what you want it to be. So then it's these unrealistic expectations because you're having this like mind-blowing, amazing, like pseudo relationship in your mind. But in real life, she may not be that person. So you're better off just shooting your shot kind of early so that you don't unnecessarily build her up and you're not unnecessarily crushed when she's not the person that you envisioned her to be.
Mic drop.
Shoot your shot, bruh.
Hey, listen, like even if there's no interest there, it's still.
Do you think she would be interested into him?
I'm not putting any expectation on anything.
Is she single? Is she even single?
Yes, she is.
Is she interested in men?
Yes.
Shoot your shot, brah.
Like, even if it doesn't come through, who cares? You learn.
Don't be a bitch, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, high five me again, please.
We're the same person.
This is the worst episode.
He has a better beard and I have better hair.
High five. Here's at the end of the day. At the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
The day.
You never hit the shots you don't shoot.
Yeah. Wayne Gretzky right there.
I don't know if it was, but
it's something like that.
Or Jordan, but
no, I think it's like you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I'm pretty sure that's Wayne Gretzky.
I'm gonna say it's probably.
Do you even know what sport Wayne Gretzky played?
Hockey. I do know hockey. I love the hockey.
Ah, cool. We're not changing something from being on here.
Yeah. But listen, don't build her up to be something she's not, because then you're building yourself up for disappointment, and you don't know how good it could be with her.
I think that. Yeah, it's not that he's building her up. I think that he's
building the relationship, the faux relationship.
I feel like he has this thing inside of him that like tingled.
This is my problem. I'm gonna be
live your best life, bro. Live authentically.
Be honest.
Okay, be honest, please.
This is the problem I have.
Tell us what it is.
Can we the inability to provide to the way I want to.
It does not. No,
I understand.
stop.
You don't need to provide for her first.
It's going to make you work harder.
Yeah, and she should provide for herself. I'm sorry, this is 2019.
It's not about her.
If
It's
that
about
bitch
me.
can't,
No,
if that
I
bitch
wanna
can't
be
make
able
her
to
own
do
sandwich.
Do you think she needs you to provide for her?
Absolutely not.
That's a false fear. That's a fucking fear. Fear is not fucking real. We've talked about it on the goddamn episode.
She does not need you to provide
fear
for her.
is not fucking real.
Stop being a bitch,
Fear is
man.
not real. Yep. 100%.
Stop putting up these shitty excuses.
Boo.
Yeah, just hold my... do this. Wait, no.
We will hold hands.
You go, stop putting up these false walls to hold yourself back.
Cares?
Yeah, you're literally building walls to hold yourself back.
We're trying to bring each other up, and we got all this stuff that we want to do.
Nut up, bro. Nut up.
I think that's the perfect response.
Yeah, nut up and nut all over her face.
Stop.
I went too far.
I love it. I love it.
I went too far. I went too far.
At the end of the day, you my thing is, man, hey, I'm in such a territory, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now. But you as my podcast
Are you guys
life
best
partner.
friends? Are you best friends? Are the two of you best friends?
Yeah.
If
you're not, I'm doing all this shit that I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm going to zones that I've never even come close to being in. But you can't ask a super hot chick out for coffee.
Hang on a second. Back up. So this is your best friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What would you tell him if he was in your situation? Would you tell him to shoot a shot? Why are you giving him better advice than you're giving yourself?
Ooh.
You 100% would tell him to shoot his shot, right?
Oh.
You'd be like, Cecil, you're great. Do it. You deserve her. She deserves you. You're a power couple. So stop being a bitch. Take your own advice. Because here's the thing. So a lot of women I have to do this with. Sorry, you're so feminine. But a lot of women will be like, oh, I'm going to stay in this relationship because I'm not strong enough. But they would 100% tell their sister or their best friend, like, do this, do that. Like, why are we giving it better advice?
I would not say after 7 shots of tequila, do not.
Oh, yeah, don't do that. Don't ruin her life and your life.
Yeah, it's not even ruined. Here's my thing, man. At the end of the day, you deserve to be happy.
Yeah.
And if you, maybe...
This is advice that you'd be giving him, so why don't you fucking take it for yourself, you chump.
She's goading it, poking you. Come on, pussy, do it.
Yeah.
Not that, pussies are very strong. They
are. They give birth to things.
No. They've started wars.
Women control 83% of the
died
consumer
over
dollar.
pussy.
Literally, women don't realize our power. We control 83% of the economic dollar.
Yeah.
When you go out with your lady friend, do you talk about your lady friend on air ever? Am I allowed to bring her up?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Keep going.
All right. Well, so when you go out in a relationship and you're making plans for the weekend, who decides where to go? The woman does. Who decides what color the couch is going to be? Who decides how to decorate the house? Who decides anything about your entire life? It's decided by the woman. The woman is the housekeeper. The woman... What I mean is the housekeeper is not just like the person who picks up, although usually it is the woman, unfortunately.
I clean the fuck out of
Okay, good. You probably get laid more than 70-some% of men. Men who clean are more likely to get laid than men who don't clean. They share in house responsibilities.
I have a mean vacuum in the window game.
Tell that lady that, maybe. Try that. Be like,
I wouldn't open with that. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do.
You could. That'd be funny.
Could.
I would listen.
That would be funny.
I would listen.
But what I'm saying is, not that you have to start a relationship with her. I'm not saying that that you're going to be happy. You may not even be happy.
You might as well get your dick wet, or at least try to, bro.
I mean, I don't even know if it's that. I think it's explore
her body.
Yes, I would hope for him to do that.
It sounds like he actually likes her, so I am sexualizing the situation to lighten it up because I can tell that he's actually like getting some self doubt, and you can tell.
He already had self doubt before with this.
But this is a sensitive topic.
Provide.
Yeah.
You don't need to provide.
That's a bullshit wall that he's building
that
up for
is
himself
a fucking
to hold himself back.
Wait, you know what that is?
What?
That is mind trash.
It is. Yeah, he's holding himself back.
Mind trash.
Listen.
Thought trash or whatever the fuck it is. I can't remember something about trash.
Don't be trashy, Marcus.
Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you what she said because it was so good. I thought of the whole episode that way because
does she listen to this?
I don't want to call it out.
Can you just
she was on the last episode.
Oh, so does she listen?
Throw away your head trash.
She's
head trash.
Head
She
trash.
said head trash.
Oh,
she said head trash. Throw away your
she's
head
the
trash.
one. She's actually on the podcast today that we just released.
Yep.
So, do you think she's listening to today? Like,
I mean,
you better fucking nut up before we put this on air, because otherwise this is gonna ruin everything.
Oh my god, we put pressure on him to make a move.
Because the minute you put this up, she's gonna realize it's her.
Do you want me to text her?
No, don't. Text her right now? The minute you put this up, she's gonna realize it's her. So you can put an update in the comments.
Yeah.
Be like, he nutted up or he didn't. But here's the thing: like, she's listening.
So for the tribe,
let it happen. So you know that this is going on air. You know, like you are subconsciously wanting us to force your hand into like nutting up.
Oh my god, we can. Oh my god!
Don't you shake your head at me.
Oh my god!
I'll come across the table.
The tribe just forced your hand.
He forced his own hand subconsciously.
Yes, he did.
It's like how men who are cheating and want to be caught leave some clues around because they can't handle the mental pressure anymore.
So, or women that do the same thing.
Men and women actually cheat equally. Men just get blamed for it. And typically men, it affects more in the relationship because they don't tend to like come back to their kids, or they get fucked harder.
Yeah.
Like, it's usually men cheat a lot of times when they want out of the relationship and they're too weak emotionally to leave themselves. Mm-hmm. So they'll start up another relationship. I mean, women do kind of the same thing, but they do it for different reasons. And typically they won't leave a relationship for fiscal reasons. I know that.
Or monetary reasons. Is another
fiscal?
Reason.
Yeah, is it fiscal?
Fiscal, monetary, whatever.
Yeah.
So
financial.
Marcus, you have let's see.
When are you putting this episode out?
7 days to
7 days.
Ask someone out for coffee, or to come to go have a drink at Colorado Bob's Ship of Fools at 3457 Morgan Ford Road.
Hey, tomorrow when you're texting her. So you guys are obviously texting, right?
Nah, I gave her. He asked me something. I was like, just ask her, and I sent him her number.
Does she know you gave her number out without permission?
No, she did mine.
Oh, okay.
That was one I felt safe with. I was like, oh yeah.
We communicated for the sake of the show. Then I said, hey, what are you doing tonight? She's like, I'm going to happy hour with my friends. I was like, all right, well, you didn't sign a wall. She was like, oh, okay, well, I'll hit you up, blah, blah, blah. She's like, oh, I'm in for the night. I was like, okay. I didn't text her back.
Well, that's fine. Yeah. That's fine. I'm not trying to tell you how to play the game. You play your game the way you play your game.
Who is your hair crush?
My hair crush? The King of St. Louis from the Riz. He's got a girlfriend, but... Hair crush. My hair is... I don't know if you notice how beautiful my hair is.
No, I see it.
And the only
I'm really jelly of how amazing your hair is.
Yeah, this is my natural hair. Like, I mean, the color obviously isn't. But the fluff enough is. And this is after getting rained on. Like, it just naturally... Like, it poured.
I know. I saw it was raining with the lights on.
My dress was like...
The lights on. When the sun was out, it was raining.
The lights were on. Moist? My feet are very moist. Does that make you moist? Probably going to get a case of the athlete's feet if I'm not careful. Which can transfer to your vagina if you put your underpants on before putting your socks on and translate into a jock itch or yeast infection if you're a lady. So if you have athlete's foot, put your socks on so that you don't transfer your infection to other parts of your body.
Is it an infection?
Yeah, it is. It's an infection. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. But also, it's if you don't wash your socks and you just wear the socks again.
Well, if your feet get wet, like if they sweat a lot, or if you get rained on, that's how you get like athlete's foot. It's a fungus. Sorry, it's not an infection. It's a fungus.
Fungus, yeah.
It's a fungus that grows. But
is that like gonorrhea or no?
Not so much. Marcus, how was your experience with gonorrhea?
I've never had it. Gonorrhea. Per se, I'm clean.
Per se, okay. Far. So moving on.
Condoms are horrible, and I try to have sex with women over 40 because then I get a box ripped out, and I'm less chances of me having those situations. But enough of that. I don't have wait. Yep.
Are you still thinking about her?
I really like.
Are you thinking about how you're going to ask her out? Do you want to do it now? You want me to do it?
No, we're not letting you drive the goddamn bus.
I'm really good at driving buses.
I know you are. I know this.
Just railroad you into this. I could use your...
You're here for the smoke.
Yeah.
Clearly.
I don't know the reaction. I can't predict it. But what I want for you is to do something outside of your comfort zone.
Yeah, maybe trim up your beard first before you go in.
First off, don't come for me. I didn't go to the barbershop this week. As a black man. As a black man.
This is a big deal because we were talking about like
his life.
No. I'm saying it's like we talk about money, how we're saving money, and like how not even saving, but like spending money or whatever.
Spending money wisely, being efficient with your dollar.
Which for me, like I was every 3 weeks I would go haircut, beard trim.
Yeah.
Then
it's a luxury.
My barber. But it made me money. It made me money bartending because
you look better.
Look good, feel good.
Yeah.
But then my barber raised the rates, and it was like, well, shit, I'm gonna go to every 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And then
push it out a week.
Marcus was going every week, and it's like,
oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But
so vanity is like one of your 7.
There's nothing wrong with it.
No, there's not. It's not.
Look good, feel good.
There's literally so vanity is for me too. Like, look at my hair. If you shaved my head, I would feel awful.
It's not even like price. It's the point of like time.
Yeah.
Because like a black barbershop
I'm aware.
It's a whole process.
No, I'm aware.
Like I have a rapport with my barbers. There's 3 of them I go to, 2 I go to. And like I have to have the time to go. Like, hey, I call them like, how many heads you got? I have the time.
Why not set it up for the week? Why not set an appointment?
Because they're not that well.
It doesn't work that way.
That barber don't work that way.
You're talking about,
it's like a gossip center.
Jack of all fades with Marlo and Trey.
Marlo.
Yeah. So like I call if I want to go to a barbershop. I say, I want to go to a barbershop. Let me call. And say, no, look at Marlo. He worked with me very much. Like I can call him on an off day. He'll get me in. We have a rapport. It's the point that if I want to have that day.
Well, not if you're cheating on him. You've gone to other barbershops.
It's the barber next to him.
It's that's Trey. Even worse.
Trey. They both own the barbershop. So Trey fucks with me. So does Marlo. So I can go to the other one. Like if Marlo got like 5 heads, I'm not waiting on Marlo. I'm going to Trey. But
in the land of women,
it's just a time thing. It's not a money. It's time.
Yeah.
So, dude,
shoot your shot, bro.
Yeah,
shoot your shot.
Okay, so one quick little something about barbershops.
Quick little ditty.
So I was at work. I was at Bob's. Oh my god.
I was at Colorado Bob's. I'll listen to you.
Go talk to him.
Let's talk about his relationships as he's leaving. Do you think is he going to listen to this? So I can't ask you like, okay. Do you think that she'll say yes, or what's your over under?
I don't know.
You have an estimation. You've known her for 3 years. She's either going to be adventurous and say yes, or be like, he's not my style.
I think that she respects his what he's doing.
Yeah.
And his work, and like him staying on the grind.
Yeah. So she might say yes, but she might not say yes.
Correct.
That's like 50% of life. So, yeah.
I just wanted to shoot a shot.
I think either way, it's good for his self-esteem.
I want him to be in an uncomfortable situation and try.
Do you want me to make him uncomfortable as we sit here? Because I can do that.
No.
I'm very good at making people uncomfortable.
I get it. I understand.
Sometimes I make myself uncomfortable.
I never get uncomfortable. I never feel awkward.
Yeah. No, you want my last recent experience feeling awkward? Let's talk about that. So you know that thing when you're driving along and you see your friend walking along the road, so you pull up behind him like a creep, roll down your window.
Whoa. Who has friends that walk on the side of the road?
I don't know. My friends like to exercise and shit.
No, on the side of a road though.
But where I live, yeah, I like to walk outside.
I live in the fucking middle of nowhere.
I do. So I pull up behind my friend, my good friend, and I roll down my window, and you know how you do that thing where you creepily say, "Hey, wanna ride in my car?" Like whatever you say it in a creepy voice, and then that friend turns around. It's not really a fucking person that you know at all, and they're already getting in your car, and you're like, "Well, fuck," yeah. And then you're just like, "Where are you going?" And he's like, "Down the road a little." That's how I'm gonna die, because that happened to me earlier.
Love it.
Or how about the time a year ago? Similar. Your chewing is like I didn't know that bothered me until now.
It's just,
Is that watermelon gum from earlier?
It's racist.
It's not racist.
But you bought the watermelon gum. It's not racist.
But I'm eating gold coins from JFK.
You literally had watermelon gum earlier. That's not racist, listeners. But no, what happened was, oh my God, now you're a super creep. I was coming back from Indianapolis. I was coming back from a show, and I have a diesel. I have a diesel vehicle, which means that like some guests.
Is it Volkswagen?
It is a Volkswagen. It's a TDI, turbo diesel injection.
Those are the ones that
buyback.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I love it. I get 50. If anyone needs a vehicle, I have the hookup. I legitimately have the hookup for Nissan, Volkswagen, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Mazda, Hyundai.
I have a Mazda.
Yeah, I have the hookup for. I have 13 pre-owned lots. I have the hookup for vehicles if people need any assistance. Whether it's insurance, like they got in a crash, and they need to know.
Tell them your socials where they can hit you up.
I'm Amber Klear on Facebook, AmberKlear, and they can just send me a message and be like, "Hey, this is my car situation. This is my credit situation. This is my car accident. I'm working with a couple of friends right now. They've all gotten in accidents. I just ran a class actually. So my thing was." I'm like switching topics really quickly. I had a grandpa who showed me a lot of stuff with a vehicle. So I discovered as I got older that a lot of people, men and women, didn't know how to drive stick shift, didn't know how to change a tire, didn't know what to do if they got in a car accident, didn't know what insurance stuff meant or what to do like with anything vehicle wise. So I ran a class called Car Adulting 101 and I talked about like financing a car, like how if you're financing a car, you cannot look at the price of a car and say, yes, I can afford that a car. Because here's the thing. It's all about your loan. And if you have a brand new car, your lender will let you take that loan for longer terms. If you have a used car, depending on the mileage of the years, that lender is going to make you take a shorter term loan. So on a pre-owned car, you could have a 36-month loan, whereas a new car, you could extend your terms for as long as 84 months, depending on your credit score. Now, also on a new car, a lot of manufacturers have lending incentives. So you may be able to get 0% and you may be able to get 1.9 or super low rates. The newer the car, typically the lower the rate is. So I have people that come to me all the time. They're like, I can only afford this much car. And I'm like, are you like buying it cash? And it turns out like, first of all, I can't get them financed on a used car, but I can get them financed on a new car. And it may depend on the brand. Like there's a lot of differences. If you try to get financed on a Ford, which I have Ford stores, or if you get financed on a Volkswagen or a Chrysler, like they're more likely to take quote unquote riskier loans because that's just them as a manufacturer. So I need to know your total credit situation and whether you're paying cash or whether you have inequity.
I'm paying with Jesus.
Well, it's not going to work for you then.
I'm paying with Jesus and
Jehovah's. Yeah. But I also talk to people about what happens in an accident. Should you move your car? Should you move your car? Should you not move your car? So I brought in the Illinois State Police, and I had an officer come in, and I say,
"What?" You need to mark that.
This one I can talk about.
Okay,
so the Illinois State Police came in and they were like, this is when you move your car. If it's a fatality, don't move your car. If you're able to move your car safely, move your car out the fucking way so you don't get hit again. So move it as far off the road as possible or go to a nearby parking lot so that you're not in danger, you're not in traffic. You can take a picture or they can pretty much put together what happened. They're not idiots. Like they're not going to be like, oh, this is what happened. But everyone has their cell phone. Take a couple pictures and move your car to a safe spot. The other thing is that with insurance, you can decide where you want your car to go. You can also negotiate for body shop and for being fixed. You can also negotiate the amount the insurance gives you. It also, some insurances are going to be less expensive because you have rental insurance if you get in an accident, and some insurances, there's no such thing as quote unquote full coverage. Full coverage just means that you have more than liability only. And by the way, if you have a loan on your vehicle, you have to have full coverage. Now, what level of full coverage is going to depend on you and what you want to pay. There's also different factors that go into what your insurance rates are. Your insurance rate is a mix of your driving record, your credit score, the zip code that you live. So if I look at you and I'm like, what do you pay for car insurance? We have the same car and you have X company, and I have Y company. Why am I paying so much more?
In the city with the real ones.
Yeah, so if you live in the city, you might pay a little more. And it's going to depend on the type of car. We could both have a super expensive car, but if mine is more rare, mine's going to be more expensive to insure. And people don't put all that together. And also, I can't look at you and tell you what your down payment is going to be. The number one question I was getting was, what's my down payment on that car? What's my down payment on that car? What do they need for a down payment? Well, I don't know. What the fuck's your credit look like?
2 bands. Be safe.
No, some people don't need a down credit or a down payment.
I just think I come to the table with 2 bands.
Do you know what your credit score is? You don't have to say it, but do you know what it is? Do you know how to check it?
7 something.
I look at mine. I look at mine every day.
Yeah, you should. FICO?
I don't.
Are you looking on FICO or Experian?
It makes me comfortable.
Both.
Okay, so
I go through Credit Karma.
okay, so Credit Karma can be plus or minus 40 points. You can actually
Don't hold me on that.
okay. So
Don't test it.
if you're in your 7s, you probably don't need a down payment. You're what's called top tier for a lot of lenders.
Y'all, I'm bringing 2 bands.
See, that's what it's got to now.
So-
Sevens are
tier.
like top tier. Yeah.
But the thing is that putting $2,000 down, if you have 0% APR, if you get 0% interest, and you're like, I'm putting $2,000 down, that's fucking stupid. Because you can make more money on that $2,000 than what it's gonna affect your payment. It's roughly $20 $1,000. So for every $1,000 you put down, it's gonna affect your payment $20. But the thing is, again, if you get 0% APR and you put $2,000 down, I'm gonna look at you and say you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Because you can make money on your money.
Marcus Boston 2020, new Tahoe.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
So like for me, like hopefully by the end of the year, like all I want to do is get my
them 8s. Checking them 8s.
I'm looking at 9s, bro.
Oh, they got 9s.
You're gonna be fancy.
I'm about to stop at 8s.
So
The 9s.
the other thing is like, especially since you guys live in Missouri, have you guys considered leasing? A lot of people are like, no leasing,
I'm
leasing
doing the
is
lease
bad.
right now.
Perfect. That's financially very smart.
Yes.
So
people think, and
people don't understand leasing, so they're scared of
Rich
it.
Dad Poor Dad talks about the lease versus the buying.
Yeah.
It's always smarter to lease.
100%. You lease things that go down in value. And the other thing is
Amber Klear,
too.
thank you so much for fucking putting that out there.
Well, so like Jeep Wranglers right now, everyone's like they're too expensive. But a Jeep Wrangler the lease on a Jeep Wrangler that's awesome.
I think you parked in front of it.
Did I? No, I parked on that. I love Jeep Wranglers. I had an old one with a 4-banger in.
This one's a
brand new one.
6-speed.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
Ooh.
Oh, you fancy. But Jeep Wrangler leases are less expensive than like a Nissan Altima right now. It's all about residual value. Jeep Wranglers hold their value really,
100%.
really well. And so even if you bought one and resold it, you would still retain a lot of your value. But cars that go down in value really quickly, they don't lease well. So I tell people all the time, like, you can lease both of these cars for the same price. And they're like, how is that possible?
Right.
And it's all about residual value. But the other thing is you guys have to pay Missouri tax, which is like your use tax. Mm-hmm. So with a lease, you pay for what you use. But also, a Jeep Wrangler is 3 times the cost as a Nissan Sentra. So your taxes are going to be a little...
Amber, I want to... before we close out, can we play the game show a little bit?
Yeah, you guys want to... So, I run...
the game show.
We can play a little game show.
Oh, I like the game show.
How well do you guys think you know each other?
That's interesting.
Oh, man.
We say very few words, but understand what we're saying. Which is what I love about Cecil.
So typically, I would have couples go back to back, and I would have them write this down. You guys are just going to have to say it. Okay. So we're going to play the lightning round.
All right.
Okay.
I love lightning round.
So literally, as soon as I finish talking, you have to give me the answer immediately. Okay.
Okay.
And they're either going to match or they're not. So if you're just tuning in, I run a couples game show called Dock of Love. It's underneath
Dick of Love?
Dock, like TikTok dock.
Okay.
Like what you park a boat on. You park a boat on the dock.
Or you park a boat on the big old deck.
Yeah. So it is. I have 3 dates coming up. You can search Gateway Riverboats or Gateway National Park, and my show is on the dock of the Gateway Riverboats, underneath the Gateway Arch.
One more time.
Dock of Love.
Say it really slow.
Dock of Love.
That's why I'm scared of. That's why I'm petrified of.
I literally give away between $500 and $1,000 worth of fun stuff. So whether it's gift cards, axe throwing things for 4, sex toys from Pure Romance by Jessica's Heart on Hotties. There's even the losing couple. So every couple that makes it to the stage, which is 3 to 5 couples, goes home with some kind of prize basket. The losing couple on stage goes home with a 1-hour marriage coaching certificate. So even the losers walk away winning.
Bring me a Cecil prize.
I didn't, because the prizes are all for the women. I'm going to be honest. I have a fishing pole, but that's more of a.
Okay.
Ready?
Round.
Lightning round.
Yes.
You have to immediately say it. Ready? Whipped cream or hot fudge?
Hot fudge.
Oh, look at you guys. How long have you been together?
A year.
5 years. Oh.
I mean, well, like, in this, yeah.
Okay.
A year.
Yeah, but we've known each other for 5
How
years.
long do you think you'd survive a zombie apocalypse as a couple?
10 years.
That's a long time. Who takes longer getting ready?
I did.
Marcus.
Which one of you is better with finances?
Cecil.
Would you rather fight a King Kong or a T-Rex as a couple?
T-Rex.
T-Rex.
Would you rather be the funniest couple or the most attractive couple?
Funniest.
All right. Let's move to few of my favorite questions. Who does a better Britney Spears impression?
Cecil.
Let's hear it, Cecil.
Cecil.
Say it. Give me a Britney Spears impression. I want to see it. You can either do it and you can be silent with it, or you can sing and be sassy like Britney. And tell me what year Britney you're doing. Pre-breakdown, during breakdown, or after breakdown. Like Vegas Showgirl.
Lucky. Isn't she so lucky? That's all I know.
That sucks.
I know.
Marcus, let's see your Britney Spears impression.
Could you name me Britney Spears song?
It's Britney, bitch. Or Hit Me Baby One More Time. Or
It's African American.
Did it again. Everyone knows who Britney Spears is. You're a fucking liar. Shoot your goddamn shot, you fucking liar.
She's Justin Timberlake. Yeah, JT songs. I got you.
All right, next question then. Fuck you, you suck.
Yeah.
So my other favorite question that I make people do, and I switch up the questions all the time. So these are the questions I used at the last show. But one of my favorite questions that I'm going to do next, the 28th, my next show, is who's the more adventurous eater? And then I have a plate of food that I'll be bringing out, including sour cream and onion crickets, chocolate-covered ants, and butternut cockroaches. Or butterscotch cockroaches.
I can tell you already that'll be me.
Yeah. So my goal, I've had people throw up before at the shows. I really enjoy that. All right. If your partner, so this is, you just shut your ears for a second.
Okay.
If Cecil was a season, what season would he be and why?
He would be spring.
Because things are just popping up all the time.
Yeah, he loves
boners
renewal.
Everywhere.
I wasn't going with boners, but I was saying he's always looking for the new thing. He's looking for renewal.
Yeah.
He loves coming out of that dark, cold-ass winter, just be full of life, sundresses and big booties. And I would say spring for Cecil.
All right. Cecil, if you woke up tomorrow as Marcus, what's the first thing you'd do?
Probably... Am I Marcus? Like, I'm
yeah,
Marcus?
you wake up as Marcus. What are you doing first thing?
Well, picking up my phone and going to Pornhub.
Usually in this session, the couples are back to back and the answers have to match. So we're going to keep going. Marcus, do you know how old Cecil's underpants that he's wearing right now are?
Oh, 12 hours older. Maybe 12 hours. He
like
changed
how,
this morning.
when did he buy them?
Ooh.
When did he buy
3
his
years
underpants?
ago.
Cecil?
No, they're Captain America. Yeah, 3 years. Yeah, literally 3 years.
That's creepy. What TV show you guys are? What TV show best describes your relationship and why?
It's not a TV show because we don't watch TV.
Tell me a movie then.
Endgame.
I don't know what that is. So why does it describe your relationship?
Because we are fighting against evil.
Marcus, what's Cecil's most annoying trait?
Oh shit! This is Lorian's podcast. I'm Marcus Boston.
No, help him grow. Constructive criticism.
What is Cecil's
and you can
most
still
annoying
love
trait?
him and he be annoying. Like I love my best friend.
What is
but
Cecil's
sometimes
most annoying trait? What is your most annoying trait? I don't.
It's fine. We'll be fine, babe. We'll be fine.
Yeah, this happens a lot. So here's what happens at the show. People either immediately name off something and then like they just start fucking listing it out. They just start. There's like a list. The woman has like
I think it's
37.
the fact that you think that Captain America is the weakest Avenger.
I never said that.
That's other people say it. You don't say that.
I never said that.
I know you don't.
All right.
I don't think. I think
Cecil,
we
name
accommodate very well.
You're a liar. You're too weak for this. Cecil, what's the best gift that Marcus has ever given you?
Coming on and helping me do the podcast.
So his time. That's romantic. You guys are cute.
He does. Marcus does everything that I'm inefficient at with the podcast.
You guys are perfect. Marcus, You can give Cecil one superpower. What is it?
Invisibility.
Why?
Because he's always being demanded. So if he can be invisible and just be somewhere and not have someone say, "Hey, Cecil," I think he would enjoy it.
Oh.
So invisibility.
Oh. What would you have chosen as your superpower, Cecil?
For me?
Yeah.
I really think it's invisibility. Like
I honestly think you would have chose a healing superpower. That's what I have anticipated you saying.
No, I don't.
You're like, fuck other people. They can die.
No, it's not
He can
that.
take shots well. So I think him not having to be Cecil would be a fucking blessing.
All right.
No, I think it's like, to me, it's like the things that I can only vent to him about what I'm going through.
Well, you go over there and go Facebook Live. I'll show you. We're going to finish this out.
All right, so
keep answering.
No, the thing that I talked to him about, I'm like, fuck, man. Like, everybody just wants time.
I gotta get there.
Everyone wants time. Everyone wants money. Like, they all want things from me that I'm like, motherfucker. Like, I love you, man, but like, I can't give you that.
You
right
have a
now.
problem saying no. So could you enable him more and help him learn to say no? So you and I can work on that on the next podcast. I'll talk to you about learning when and how to say no. Like, that's something we could work on.
Amber, I have a great idea.
What's your great idea?
Marcus, take your headphones off. Marcus, take your headphones off. Okay, so here's what we do.
Okay.
The next podcast,
Okay.
we just have
Just me and you.
not me and you, but then also Marcus and.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
That's a really... You need to use this to hide your mouth more in case you can...
You know, do the editing of this.
Okay, back to relationship questions.
Anyway,
we're playing.
You got where I was going, right?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay,
let's do it. We're playing my Doc of Love game show.
A four-way podcast.
Yeah, four-way podcast coming up. Nothing else, four-way. All right, Marcus.
Yes.
What animal sound is Cecil best at making? What animal sound can Cecil make the best? 3 seconds.
Donkey.
Let's hear your donkey.
Hey-ho! Hey-ho!
Well, it's almost disappointing. If you're just tuning in, normally in this couple's game show, they would be back to back and they'd be writing their answers down. But since I didn't fully prepare for this, we're doing it the more fun way. That's because it's easier.
Hey.
All right, ready. Cecil.
Huh?
What's the weirdest thing that Marcus has done to make money?
Uber driving.
Is that correct, Marcus? Yeah. So it's funny. So
legally, yes.
So it's funny because I've had people that have blatantly like called out their spouse, like sold drugs, prostitution, like things that they should not.
But see, selling drugs is not awkward to me.
All right then. All right then.
It's like par for the course.
Oh my gosh. Oh, what? I can hear it. All right, hang on. How much should Marcus spend on his current underpants?
$15.
How much?
Well, they come in a pack of
So
4.
divide it. What you paid for them, divide it by 4.
Oh.
So 15 divided by 4?
You are correct.
All right. Name the animal that best describes your partner. So Cecil, and why?
Tiger. He's fearless. He runs that goddamn
Oh,
jungle. He
you
will
guys
go
are
through.
so romantic.
He will protect those that love him.
All right. Use one word to describe your last vacation together. Have you ever been on vacation together?
No, we're going to Indianapolis coming up.
Yeah. Are you guys excited for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to be so I'm going to, like, I'm going to be the only white person there, but I'm going.
You're white?
I know, right?
White.
Didn't even know. All right.
No, I'm just saying, like, we're going to Indianapolis. I may be the only white person there, and it's a little scary, but I'll be with
fine.
Marcus. It'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll take care of you. People will think you're a couple. You'll be fine. I did a comedy show in North St. Louis. I was the only white person. It was the most fun ever. All right, so I'm skipping that because you guys haven't been on vacation. What one sport most accurately describes your sex life?
What?
What sport?
What sport most accurately? Golf. Why does... So this is you and Cecil's sex life. So if you want
no, I'm saying my sex life is like golf.
Golf? Why is it like golf?
Because there's so much time in between shots.
You got it right. And then
Oh, you're fine. Is it broken?
Yeah, it goes up.
Oh, you're fine. Just turn it off. Things got awkward.
Oh, that's great. Oh, God.
All right. So...
the golf.
If Marcus was a natural disaster, what natural disaster would he be?
I feel like he'd be a slurricane.
A slurricane?
What is that?
I'm joking. No, he would be like not an earthquake because he like doesn't like. Nah, not an earthquake. I think it'd be a hurricane.
I mean global warming.
Maybe.
All right, next question. You guys were boring on that one.
Thunderstorm.
Let's
A
see.
spot shower.
It's Halloween. You guys say this at the same time. Ready? It's Focus, Cecil.
I'm listening.
You have to answer this at the same time.
Okay.
It's Halloween. What couple's costume are the two of you in?
I'm Captain America. He's Black Panther.
Nailed it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, this concludes our portion of Talk of Love, Cecil and Marcus edition.
Hold on. I wasn't ready.
You want more questions? I have more.
No, motherfucker. I wasn't ready to close the shit out.
Oh. We can keep
gotta,
talking.
like,
You didn't ask me anything that I gave you talking points on.
Okay, so if you guys want to keep it going, I've got to get back to...
I have to do life. It's 10 o'clock.
Okay, let's close it out, guys. Let me get
Well, he has a great saying he's getting ready to say.
All right. Well, Amber, I want to thank you for coming. I've enjoyed you.
I want to thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Marcus may want to thank you for coming, but I'm telling you, thank you for coming on the show.
He's got to thank me because he doesn't know
This is one of, literally, this is probably top 3 podcasts I've been on.
Easy.
Aww.
Easy.
Thank you so much.
So next we're going to break down his wall.
Yes.
Wall of self.
I'm going to reinforce this bitch.
Amber,
I came from you.
Amber, I got you.
We're bringing
let's do it.
This whole thing, the 4 of us.
Yeah, I literally...
We're going to break him down so hard.
So I used to work as... I'll talk off air.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you can talk on there.
So, Amber, I want to thank you for coming
Not this, I
to
can't.
the BBC, the BB.
You're welcome.
Amber Klear is...
Dude, she's in a trap right now. Amber is in a trap. Amber, you have, like, literally been one of my favorite people for a while now.
Yes, because I'm so successful and good looking and I have great hair.
I like the last
one.
The other two I can care less, but...
No. What I'm saying is, like...
And I'm funny and intelligent.
There's not many people I think they're funny. Like,
but I am.
I'm just like, But, like...
There ain't no staying humble with me.
You are legit.
Yeah.
Legit funny.
Pretty face with the fucking mic. Bring it down some.
But I was showing him my assets, my frontal assets.
I edit all this shit so
but, like, legit, like, you impress me with how funny you are.
Aw, thanks.
And
my
like,
bloody nose. Did you read my bloody nose post?
Yeah.
That's a true story. Everyone doubted me, but the guy's wife found me on Facebook later. And she was like, my husband was legit scared as shit of you. And I was like, he ran a red light. So if you didn't read that, then you should stalk my Facebook or just put in Amber Klear bloody nose. The post will come up.
Amber, like, you were so talented at what you do.
Oh,
and I
you.
appreciate, like, you and what you're working towards. And, like,
I appreciate you as a person and your positivity.
I'm very, I'm positive.
You are. Positively awesome. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah. But seriously, like, impressive.
Are you saying this because you're hammered?
No, I'm not hammered.
Okay.
No, this is not Cecil hammered.
No.
Okay.
This is Cecil, like, being legit and
Aww. I legit like you guys.
Aww. Thank you so much for coming on. Like, when he told me, he's like, oh, Amber wants to come on. I was like,
yeah, that's me.
I was like, yes.
That got awkward, Marcus.
That wasn't it. I'm sorry.
That got real awkward.
So,
golf clap.
Amber, could you let everybody... The clapping's so loud.
But the audience...
Amber, could you please tell everyone where they can find you?
So they can find me on this Friday, August 23rd at Walker's Bluff in Carterville, Illinois. That's like a $6 million winery.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Is it going to be next week? When does this go up?
This goes up
on Monday.
A week from today.
Oh, okay. So
where they can find you on social?
On social media, they can find me, Amber Klear. Just type in at Amber Klear on Facebook. AMBERKLEAR.
Nice.
You can type in Amber Klear Comedy on Facebook, and you'll pull up my business page, which has the links to all the events. So I have 4 really awesome events coming up. I travel all over the United States, but I have 4 really awesome events coming up in the St. Louis area. So I have 3 shows at the Gateway Riverboats Arch. Underneath
so
the
where's
arch.
the Gateway Riverboat? Is that the...
Do you know where the arch is?
Yeah.
Directly underneath the arch, there's a river. And literally, like, right there.
Okay.
I just sounded like an asshole, but I'm really bad at giving directions. So there's a river right there, and there's paddle boats, the Becky Thatcher and Tom Sawyer. And I'm on the dock. And it's a really fun game. It's a couples game show. It's called Dock of Love. And you can go on Gateway National Park website. If you Google, it's also on my page. It's amberclear.com. You can all find a link on there. I have a website. I'm an LLC.
I have a CecilAdams.com.
Yeah, what kind of content's on there?
Not a lot.
Oh yeah.
Not a lot.
But I also have a show coming up. So I have Greg Hahn that I'm working with. A lot of people know Greg Hahn. But
wait, hold up. You're working with Greg Hahn?
Yeah. Do you know who Greg Hahn is? He didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a show coming up.
Well, he doesn't pay attention with anybody that's not black.
Yeah, so I have a really fun show coming up with Greg Hahn. But I also have James Johan coming up in Collinsville. We have a show at the American Legion in Collinsville. It benefits the American Legion riders because I ride motorcycles, so it's an important cause for me.
Okay. Oh, shit?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I have an Indian.
Awesome.
I have an Indian Scout. I've ridden my Ducati across the United States. I've had Harleys. I've had...
if we were better podcast hosts, you would have put that out in the podcast.
What, that I...
Rode a...
motorcycle?
No, you rode a Ducati across the United States.
Oh, yeah, that was some... I was dumb. I didn't know any better.
So, can we do part 2?
Do you want to do... I can come back sometime. Why don't you and your...
We can bring it back.
Yeah, we decided already next week.
Oh, wait. So, I don't know if people heard earlier, but, like, maybe we should bring her back with our last guest.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Oh, I don't like that idea.
Yeah.
It's happening. It's happening.
Talk
I won't
about
be here for
Menace
that
to
one.
Fame.
Oh, you got to be here.
I won't be here for
You're
that.
director. You've hosted 2 podcasts without me, but no, you got to be here.
I'll be out of
Sorry.
town.
No. We will. Hey, you know what? We can come to wherever you are, and we can. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, it's happening.
Brian.
Oh,
I want to do.
No.
I want to do the next one at the bar, and we're all going to take shots. Like
We can do it at the bar.
Yeah.
We can do that
Yeah.
at the bar. No
I
problem.
want to do it at
It's
the
not a
bar.
problem. The bar's not a problem.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
I also the 4 of us are going to sit at a table,
Oh.
and we're all going to drink. Her and
cannot
me and you
wait.
and him.
I cannot wait. That is gonna be.
We're going to pre-plan Ubers though, okay? Because we don't drink and drive. We're responsible.
No.
Yeah.
By the time this happens, so like in 2 weeks, actually maybe next week. I cannot wait. This is gonna be so great.
I think this will be a good, strong fall.
From Grace for you.
God damn it. That is one of the best. That was the.
Why are we laughing at shit? Let's stop laughing at this shit.
I made a note to myself: be kind.
Oh God!
I deserve kindness.
I can't wait to put him on tilt. He's gonna be so on tilt.
Yeah.
Oh my
You get a
God!
little alcohol in me, and things start. My mouth is like a gay man's ass. Shit just comes out, and it's a fun
I cannot wait. Yeah, it's happening. This is happening. We have to do this. It's great content.
It's
Like he's nervous laughing right now. He's nervous laughing right now.
Yeah, he is. He is nervous laughing.
I'm gonna text her right now. Hey,
I'm trying to figure out how I got get out of this.
you're not getting out of it. No.
We've been podcasting for 2 hours now, I think.
We're right at 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. How long is the podcast normally?
Hour.
As long as it needs to be.
So you
Hour and a half.
you can edit this down to where it's only the fun parts.
We could if we had a editor that was seasoned.
So not Marcus.
What'd you say?
I said that I love you, and you need to break down your walls.
Yeah.
The building up of
Drop
your own
them
walls.
fucking walls. Anyway, I am Cecil W. Adams, and you can find me on all social media
Drop your
at
walls and drop your pants.
Cecil W. Adams. Snapchat, Twitter.
I love Snapchat. Are we Snapchat friends?
You said you saw Snapchats earlier.
Oh, we are.
About the fucking big ass spider he killed.
I do remember.
Murderer.
It was basically, it was like killing a small child.
It needed to happen.
He doesn't ever watch my snaps.
I do watch your snaps.
Trash.
Wait,
you
hold on.
have your boobs out in your snaps?
No, I don't.
No, I don't watch them. No.
Sorry.
So I'm at Cecil W. Adams on all Snapchat and Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. Also, you can follow us at Colorado Bobs on Instagram,
Colorado
Twitter.
Bobs, your choice for fun.
Correct. And Marcus Boston, would you like to put out your socials?
On Instagram, I'm Marcus Boston 314 on Instagram. I'm Marcus Boston Cognac on the Twitter. I'm Marcus Boston on Facebook. And I'm Pharaoh _314 on Snapchat because I have a lot of issues. And then we're going to close out.
Wait, no, I got to give mine. I'm Amber Klear at everything.
Amber, do your thing.
I'm Amber Klear, AMBERKLEAR, on Instagram, Snapchat. Add me on Snapchat. My Snapchats be lit. And you get a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. And then I have a website, and everything is literally, my branding is very strong. Everything is at Amber Klear.
Okay, so Amber Klear, wait, hold on.
Are we not Snapchat friends?
Amber.
Well, they doing Snapchat shit, so I'm going to close this out like I did with this beautiful quote that I stole.
CL.
If the kingdom of God is in you, then everywhere you go, you should leave a little bit of heaven behind. Again, if the kingdom of God is in you, everywhere you go, you should leave a little bit of heaven behind.
What's your little thing?
We are.
It's a redheaded lady. It's
No,
Amber.
you
want the?
We're the Shillardians, and
he's Marcus Boston.
My name
I'm
is
Cecil W. Adams.
That was Amber Klear, and love yourself. Love each other, and love is all we got. Till next time, love it.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?